All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Bukakodash, and double honors to the apostle of GMS, and the bishops, the elders, and all the sincere brethren that are laboring the truth across the world, and also all the sincere brethren and sisters that are listening to the truth. And I pray this may be another edifying lesson to the flocks, and whether the Most High want through this message, and let it be heard. And before I begin the lesson, I will introduce the name of the Father, which is Yahweh, and the names mean He exists, and the name of the Son is Yahushua HaMashiach, which means the Redeemer or the Deliverer, and he's only coming back to redeem His people, which is the nation of Israel. And in today's age, you would identify them as the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans, which scatter on all four corners of the world, and looks like the other nations, and also practice the custom of the other nations. With that, that'll be it for the introduction. So, however, the title for the lesson today is basically going to be back on Matthew chapter 24. Yesterday I did Matthew 24 32 all the way to 41, and it was about the parable of the fig tree. And today I'm just gonna finish from that part of that chapter. So it's gonna be from 24. It's gonna be 42 all the way to 51. So the 32 41 was talking about like the signs that Yahweh shall give the disciples. So he's like a parable of the fig tree, and he told them like when you read the early chapters, he told you about all the signs that's gonna tell you the end times, what's gonna happen. There's gonna be war, rumors of wars, nations versus nations, perilous times. The love of man is gonna wax cold, and he told you like family gonna turn against one another. And he told you like the only people that's gonna make it is the people that's in there to the very end, and the only people that's gonna be able to end there to the very end is gonna be the elect, because they were choosing to begin from the beginning anyway. And when you go down to from the parable of the fig tree, he tells you that let me get that real quick. He give like he said like nobody know the hour and time of his comings, not even him, not even the angels. The only person that knows that is the Heavenly Father. So that's why he said like keep watching, stay on guard at all times. And he even said like the day of Son of Man, which is Yahushua Mashiach, the day of him coming back, it's gonna be like just like the day of Noah, because we all know Noah was prophesying for 140 years, and he was prophesying to the people day and night, telling them that there's gonna be a flood. And then what do the people do? They ignore him, they scoff at him, they mock him, they tell Noah is stupid. They probably tell like Noah's a bum. They were like, how's there gonna be a flood when there's no such thing as flood? When Noah said, hey, there's gonna be a flood that's gonna wash over the world, it's gonna come, the sky gonna crack open, there's gonna be rain coming down. They was like, you crazy, man. There's no such thing as that. It's the same. That's what Yahushua said. Until the day of that flood, they just keep on partying, marrying, do all sort of wickedness. They go into work, fooling around. So likewise, when Yahushua is coming back, it's gonna be the exact same thing. They're gonna have the men of the Lord, which is us that's standing on highways and byways and on the web doing those shows daily. We're telling those people, we're telling our people first and foremost, because that's the only one we care about, or specifically the elect or hopeful elect of our people. We're telling them Yahushua HaMashiach is coming back. And we're telling the Israelites, well, Yahushua HaMashiach is going to coming back. And what's going to happen? Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. We're telling them that America is Babylon the Great. We're telling them Yahushua is coming back on the chariots cracking the sky. And what do they say? Man, you guys are bugging. You guys are lying. You guys are bums. Get a job. All you guys do keep on saying the same thing for 5, 10 years and nothing ever happened. And until Yahushua cracked the sky, that's when they're going to be like, oh shoot, those men of the Lord, they were right. So that's exactly what the parable of the fig tree was talking about. Yahushua was talking about to the disciples. So now I'm going to finish the rest of that chapter, which is 42 all the way to 51. Okay, so Matthew 24 verse 42, and the title is Be Ready for His Coming. So who's coming? It's Yahushua HaMashiach. He's the one that's coming, so we have to be ready. So let's see what 42 says. Verse 42, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. So Yahushua say we must keep watching. Why do we have to keep watching? Because we don't know the hour of the Lord. Who's the Lord that the scripture is talking about? It's Yahushua HaMashiach. So we don't know when he's coming back. That's why we always have to be on our guard. We constantly have to watching daily. How do we watch? Watching means we come on the highway, starting from the apostles down to the rest of the men of the Lord that's prophesying the truth on the highways and byways and on the web, and all the sincere, hopeful like that are watching the show daily, and those who the Most High put the Spirit on to stay on the truth, and do whatever the Most High told them to do, whether it be like a helper or a healer or somebody who's like dreams, or somebody that's on highways prophesying the truth, whatever whatever spirit the Most High put on you. If you're part of the elect, the one thing we all gonna do is watch daily, pray without ceasing, keep doing following the laws to the best of our abilities, or keep begging, keep praying, asking the Most High for forgiveness for all your iniquities from this life and past life, man. Keep praying for one another. Keep supporting your brothers. So watch therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come. So we have to keep watching, because we don't know when Yahushua Mashiach is coming back. In the early chapter, we saw the sign that he told us when he's coming. Those like indications, but we don't know exactly what date. Not even he know the date. So we have to be on guard at all time. 43. But know this. So basically, Yahushua say, understand this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. So basically, Yahushua say, look, understand this. If the house, if the owner of the house know exactly what time the thief will come, he wouldn't be ready. He will do everything that's possible so the thief does not come to the house and steal his stuff. So basically, that's the example that Yahushua say. If we know exactly what time he was coming back, if we're being honest, since especially dealing with us jakes, we jakes like to fool around and chill. So if we know exactly the date that Yahushua will come, guess what we will do? We'll go out, we'll chill. We can use the average Christians as an example. Man, I know specifically a lot of people say, oh man, they don't want, they always praying that the kingdom to come. When you ask them, hey, what if Yahushua come today? They'll go like, nah, we don't want Yahushua to come today. I know some people be like, I want to live my life. I want to go party. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to finish my career. I want to have my kid. I want to have kids. I want to travel the world. I got a friend of mine that said he doesn't want Yahushua to come yet. He want to see how far ChatGPT gonna take. He want to see how far he can go in his career. That's the mindset of our people. So they will chill. They will live their life, and when they can't anymore in the old age, that's when they want to come back to Christ, like they like to say, and serve him. That's basically our people, man. If we know the day and time Yahushua will come, we'll go out and do all sort of wickedness. And when we know he's coming, we know the day is coming back. The day is gonna come back. We start straightening ourselves for a couple days prior and be like, "Here I am, Lord." That's what people would do. So that's the best part about the truth, man. Since we don't know when he's coming back, he kept us on our toes. We just have to keep going, keep watching, praying, keep reading the signs, keep saying whenever it's like a prophecy go by, maybe like you be happy, then be like, yeah, we are one step closer. However, you have to keep watching, man. 44. Therefore be ye also ready. So what is for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. So basically, verse 44 says the same thing again. You have to be ready at all time. Anything can happen at any given time. As I'm doing that video right now, anything can happen. Anything can happen right now. So that's why you have to keep whenever you wake up. If the Most High will allow you to wake up, put that breath back in you, the first thing you do, you praise Him, you thank Him for all He have done for you, for things that He have done for you knowingly and unknowingly, things that you're aware of and things that you're not aware of. And you also have to beg Him for mercy. Pray that He have mercy on you for all your iniquities from this life and past life, man. And then you have to go back and keep watching. And that's why I say you have to be ready at all time. Because we do not know when Yahushua is coming back. he's coming back. He's gonna come back when you least expect it. So always be on your guard, because a lot of people, they're gonna get sucker punch. So when you see somebody's coming far away, when you on your guard, right? You know somebody's suspicious coming far away, right? You be like, okay, that guy looks sketchy. He's gonna do something sketchy. So what happened? You'll be on your guard. You're gonna tell your friend that's next to you. You'll be like, hey, yo, Mikey, that guy looks suspicious, man. So watch out. He might do something slick. And he's like, man, you always bugging, man. You always be suspicious of everything, man. You need to relax a little bit. That's basically the mindset of people, man. And what happened, right? All of a sudden, that same guy you told Mikey to watch out for, he came out, he sucker punched Mikey. And Mikey, oh shoot, that guy came out of nowhere and punched me. So when Mikey come to you, say, yo, man, that guy came out of nowhere and punched me. He sucker punched me, man. What are you gonna tell him? You gonna tell him, nah, he didn't come out of nowhere. I warned you before. They'll be like, what? No, you didn't tell me anything. That's basically the mindset of the people, man. They're gonna be like, well, I don't know what's going on. That guy came out of nowhere and punched me. He did not come out of nowhere and punch you. We see that guy coming miles away. We warn you about it. He just didn't want to listen. Verse 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season. So that verse say like a faithful servant, a faithful and wise servant, like the master, who the master give responsibility over his household to give them. Give me 1 second. Let me just turn on. So there's gonna be who then he's a faithful and wise servant. So who's like a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord has made ruler over his household. Basically, the Lord, the master of the house, give him rulership over everything, to give them meat in due season. Basically, to feed them in due season. 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find doing so. So what that means, like it says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. So basically, if when the master returns, so the servant do like a great job, the master is gonna bless him for his good deeds, basically. 27. Verily, 47. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his good. So basically, I was trying to tell you, says like, I tell you the truth. That servant that's been good and faithful and doing his jobs, the master is gonna make him rule over all his everything that he owns. Basically, he's gonna put him in charge of everything that he owns. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delay his coming. And he says like, but if like the wicked servant, who's the wicked servant, man? The basically that'll be like a two-third, especially the false prophets, those that are lying to the people, constantly leading them astray. Basically, he says like but if that servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delays coming. If that wicked servant says like hey man, my master's not coming, he's gonna come back in a few while. You know what? I'm gonna do what I want, because he ain't coming back yet. And he shall begin to smite his fellow servant, and to eat and drink with the drunken. So basically, that wicked servant gonna start beating the other servants, or taking advantage of them, being wicked toward the other servants. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he look not for him. So basically, the Lord of that servant is gonna come unexpected. He's gonna come like on a day when the wicked servant wasn't aware of, or wasn't expecting him to come back. And what was that again? And in an hour that he's not aware of. And it's gonna come like in an hour he was not aware of. He's basically the owner of that. The owner is gonna come like a thief, when he's least expected. And shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. So basically, the master is gonna cut that servant. He's gonna cast them aside, man. He's gonna put him like on the same. He's gonna put him in the same place with as the hypocrite. there shall be whipping and gnashing of teeth. So there's gonna be like a whipping and gnashing of teeth. That basically in the end time, just gonna cast them in the lake of fire, where they're gonna there's gonna be whipping and gnashing of teeth, because they're gonna be like, oh shoot, we messed up. So they're gonna realize, by the time they realize that, it's gonna be too late for them, man. So basically that was it for the lesson, man. I pray that was another edifying lesson to the flocks, and whoever the Most High want to this message, let it be heard. With that, I'd like to say, shalom.